Guys, Nick here, and I am back with another video. In today's video, I am showing you all how to make a YouTube end screen in Canva. So a YouTube end screen is what YouTubers place at the end of their video to remind their viewers to subscribe, to thank them for watching, and to place some other videos from their channel that the viewer may want to watch next. So you'll see it at the end of this video. It's at the end of all my videos, but it's just a screen that goes at the end of the video to remind people to subscribe and to just suggest to them some more videos of yours that they might enjoy. In this video, I go over some basic Canva elements such as lines, shapes, and text animation, which are really the building blocks for creating any great design in Canva. Also, this end screen was originally made for my niece's gaming channel where she plays NBA 2K, so it is basketball themed. So this video is dedicated to all my basketball players out there, all my basketball mom and dads, and just anyone who has a love for the game. Go ahead and drop your favorite team in the comments. Thank you all so much for checking out this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you all in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, before we get started with the tutorial, I realized that I didn't tell you how I got to those dimensions. So on the Canva dashboard, you're gonna go to the search and type in YouTube outro. And then Canva has a template for YouTube outro. And that is how I got the dimensions. So from there is where I start the tutorial. So just go to your search bar, type in YouTube outro. All right, let's get into it. Okay guys, so we are starting off on the Canva page. This is the design we're going to be making. So we're going to start off with a blank page. I had to get rid of that background color so you all can see how I found that background color, which is the color of the court. So we needed the color for the basketball court. What I did was I went to Google and I type in, as soon as it pulls up, I typed in, I think, basketball court hex color, and it'll tell you the exact color that you need. And I do this for any time I need like a logo, like a certain logo color, or just like a certain color I'm looking for. I always I type in whatever I'm looking for and hex color. So it comes up right here. I'm trying to highlight it. My computer is being a little bit difficult. I'm trying to copy it, but it wasn't working. I think I did like a Command C to go ahead and get in there. Yeah. And then you just Command V to paste it, and that's how I got that tan basketball court, that hardwood color. Alright, so the first thing I do after I put the color is I need the border. So I'm gonna get line, I'm gonna go into elements, I'm gonna pull out the line element, and I'm gonna take it to the top, and I do it on all sides, but we start at the top here and we just stretch it all the way across. And to get it thicker, to get it bold, you're gonna go to line weight. So then you just duplicate that line, so you don't have to pull line out every single time. Just duplicate that line, bring it to the bottom, then you're gonna duplicate it again. So these two are gonna go to the side, so you want to make sure you rotate it to 90 degrees. That way it'll be a straight vertical line, 90 degrees. You're gonna pull it all the way over to the left side and then duplicate that, pull it over to the right side. So now you have your border, and then you need one more to go in the middle, and that will be your half court line. So I just pulled it to the middle there. So now I'm going to go back over to elements, and I'm going to type in circle. I just need a circle so that I can put the logo in the middle of the court. And I'm going to pull out that first circle right there, make it just a tiny bit smaller, because where they do the tip off, it's not like a huge circle right there. Even that's still a little big. I think in the end I go back and make it even more smaller, but adjust it to whatever size you like. Go up and change the color, change it to whatever color you want. I changed it to white. I was actually going for the Brooklyn Nets. So I think they had a white one. They actually had like a white basketball with a B in it, so that's where I got the B from. So I type in B here, and I just went to text. I went to text over there on the left, add a heading, put in that B. Okay, and then after I got the B centered, I think I go back to elements, and then you gotta get that circle that's right next to it so that it can be the outline for that circle. And I changed that one to black. I'm gonna change that one to black. So what I do when I'm trying to create the basketball courts is I go and pull up how the actual courts look, and I go from there. So we're going back to elements. So now I'm going to make that 3-point line. And to get that 3-point line, I typed in half ellipse. And you can use either one of the two that I just hovered over. So I'm going to choose that one right there. We're going to take it to 90 degrees. We're going to rotate it to 90 degrees. And then just take it over to the right side of the court. Then I just make it a little bit bigger. And I change it to black. Now, at first I couldn't get the ellipse to reach all the way down. So one kind of quick fix I did was I added in lines. And then I go grab that line again. So this is just a quick fix if you can't get something to reach all the way, or it looks weird when you make it go all the way down. I went and got a line. I tried to just shorten it, and then I moved it right there so that it'll reach from the 3-point line to that out of bounds line, to that right border. And then I went back to line weight, and this is the one I take up to 31. 36 is too big. I'm gonna take it back down. I had to zoom in, so you can zoom in when you really need to see something, and then you can also turn on your rulers and stuff if you're really trying to get like something lined up exactly. So don't be afraid to just zoom in. Zoom is a great feature on anything. Like I zoom in on everything everywhere. So I'm gonna change that line weight. I'm taking it back down to 31 right here, and that got it pretty even. You know, you could keep messing around with it if you want to make it perfect, but you know, that was good enough. You know, this is for an end screen. It's only going to be up there for a couple of seconds. So to me, it didn't have to be perfect, but it's good. So for this, I'm going to duplicate that line. So duplicate, I love duplicate because a lot of designs are really just something duplicated. Like lines duplicated, circles duplicated, shapes duplicated. So I just duplicated that line we just made, and I brought it down to the other side. So now we have our 3-point line. So there's our 3-point line right there. So right here, I'm trying to group all of these elements together. So the 3-point line and then the 2 lines, I was trying to group them together so that I could just copy and paste them on the other side. So work smarter, not harder, you guys. Try to make it easier for yourself. You don't have to go in, get the half ellipse again, get the lines again. Just try to group your elements and just copy them. So I'm hitting the group, and then I copy. And I bring it to the other side and I paste it. Oh, I tried to bring it to the other side. I forgot. Canva does do this. I'm going to flip it right here. We're going to flip it. It's actually going to be, you need to flip it vertically. So I flipped it vertically. And when I flipped it vertically, I was like, oh, it does fit. The 3-point line will fit. So I went ahead and deleted the lines. I deleted all the lines, and I just brought the 3-point line on the right hand side down to the out of bounds line. Alright, so now I have my 3-point lines on both sides. I'm just trying to make sure that they're even, that they're both lined up with each other. Okay, so the next thing we need is the free throw line. So we type in half circle. You're going to get a half circle. So depending on what the court the court you're trying to create looks like, that will determine if you need the half circle that has a color in it, or if you just need the outline. So the Brooklyn Nets court is actually an outline. So I'm actually going to delete this one and go back and get the outline of a half circle. So you have to scroll down. And there it is. So I just go ahead and move that over inside of the 3-point line. And I'm just going to adjust it, make sure it's a good size. So then you go back to elements, and I was about to type in square, but really your shapes are already there when you go to elements. So you just have to scroll down and go get a square. So this is going to be the paint. I'm not really sure what this area of the court is called, but I know you can't stand there longer than 3 seconds. So this is the area I'm making now. Just put that square in there. And we're just making sure it lines up with that free throw line. And then I bring the free throw line forward. So you just go to position, bring it forward so that it's on top of the square. And then for the square, I was going to do the same thing, but I realized I could really just make the square smaller. I don't need to bring the line forward. I can just make it smaller, and that's what I did right there. And I'm just lining up the top of the square and the bottom of the square with the free throw line. So now I'm going to shift and select both of those elements. I'm going to copy both of those elements and I'm going to paste them so that they can be, I can move them to the other side of the court. So now we're going to bring them over to the left hand side of the court. So I'm going to take that half circle and flip it. This one will be flipped horizontally. I'm going to move it down inside that 3-point line. In a square you can just move. You don't need to flip it or anything. So you just put the square in there. And there's your basketball court. So this is just your basic basketball court. Like I said, my inspiration was the Brooklyn Nets. So from here, we're going to go ahead and add in the text. So you're going to go back over to text. Actually, nope, you're going to start with elements. You go to elements first, and you're going to grab that square again. And we're going to move that to the top of the screen. And then your text is going to go over this box. So it's just easier to do the box first instead of doing the text and then moving the text out the way to place the box. So it's just easier to do the box first. So this is how I came up with the color. I chose that red that was part of the basketball court palette. That red, that's what I changed the color of the box to. And I already have it in my colors, so I just selected it. And I'm just trying to make it center, just trying to clean it up. And then I'm going to duplicate this box and move it down to the bottom. And I'm going to change the color to orange, but I wanted the basketball orange. So I just take out court in my Google search, type in basketball hex colors, and I chose that Spalding basketball color scheme. And I just chose that dark orange that's on the far left. Once again, it's already in my Canva document, so I just went in and selected it. You can see the same number, the same hex color pops up. Then we go add our text. So the text for up top is going to say, don't forget to subscribe. It can say whatever you want to say, whatever you want it to say. I just put in, don't forget to subscribe. Because my plan was to have the subscribe button go over that B. But if for some reason like it can't, the B is fine. So to capitalize, you go to the 3 dots on the far right. And you're going to hit that lowercase a and that uppercase A. And that's going to make all your text capitalized. And then I'm just bringing the font down some, making the font a little bit smaller, changing it to the color white, and then changing the font to, I cannot pronounce that text, Montserrat, semi-bold. Making the text a little bit smaller again, and then bringing it out, like stretching it out so that it'll all be in one line so that it can all fit into that box. So I had to make the box a little bit bigger so that all the text will be able to fit over it or inside of it. So I'm going to move the text back up into the box. And then I'm going to duplicate that text. I couldn't find the duplicate, so it's actually in you have to hit the 3 dots again. All right, found it. So I duplicate the text and I bring it down to the bottom. And down here I put thanks for watching. I always like to put thanks for watching in whatever end card I use, just because I just want to thank people for watching my video, for taking the time to watch my video. So I always put thanks for watching in my end screen. And I try to say it in my videos, thank you all for watching. And so now I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit, just make sure things are in place, make sure, you know, things are centered, that they're aligned. I also go and group the text with the box so that it's just easier to move them both at the same time. I do that for the orange box and for the red box. So you just select them both, and then you go to the three dots and you can hit group. To select them both, you just do shift and you click them both, or you can just hold down your mouse and drag over everything you want to select, everything that you want to be grouped, and then hit group. Because I'm doing the same thing here for this circle. I'm trying to select the white circle and the black circle, but it ends up selecting the line, the circles, the B. But then I finally got it to do just the circles. All right, so if you want to animate your text, you can you'll select the background, like select the background of your picture, and then you'll hit that animate button, and you'll see all the different animations that are available. So all of them are available for Canva Pro, but the first, I think 6 are available for just your basic Canva. I like to use Block, which is available for both, for Pro and for basic. So the Block animation is my favorite one to use when you have text, especially if you have text that has that square behind it like that. So this is the final look. This is your basketball court end screen. I hope that you all enjoy it. I hope that it's helpful. And let me know if you like it. Let me know what shapes. Let me know what images you want me to do next. A lot of design is just shapes, really. So let me know if there's anything you want me to do, and I hope it helps. All right, thanks, guys.
Calling your phone, why you not hitting me back? Please just pick up, don't wanna go tit for tat. Arguing on, first it's this, then it's that. Killing my vibe, now I'm writing this rap. This is not another love song, girl, you got me and me sprung on. Loving like you know you're